Welcome to another game of Home Machine. This time on the road at the Roberto Mega Coliseum.
Is it still Home Machine then?
It is. It's someone else's home machine. So there we go.
Someone lives here.
It's not necessarily my home, but it has to be a home. So I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit there to get Bubba's legs out of the frame, because no one wants to see that.
No one wants to see that.
Okay, so this is Home Machine game. This isn't an official sanctioned championship league game, is it, by any chance? No, it's not. This is just a let's have some fun. And Scotty, I believe you're making me a liar by saying this is not a Mark 2.5 game. So you don't want the bonus rules for your monstrosities?
I have a tournament coming up.
I know. We're disappointed. Well, we're telling them right away so they don't get disappointed.
I have a tournament coming up on Saturday. This is a list I want to try it, but I need to play it at least once before I take it to a tournament.
Okay, well, here I'm gonna do is I'm gonna contradict what I told people off camera. I'm actually gonna turn the mic on the webcam on. No, that's not what I want. Fascinating. Listen as Fraser adjusts audio settings while he plays.
Exciting.
Yep. You know, that's what people tune in for, is bad technical experience. So, okay.
What's your Patreon account there, Fraser?
Yeah, my Patreon account. For those who want to donate, you're foolish
Send
people.
cash to.
There we go. Okay. And I'm going to turn the audio down, but you guys should be. Yeah, there we go. I'll just turn that one down a little bit. So let's start with Scotty on the right. Walk us through your list.
So I'm running Exelon Thexus Will of Darkness Tier 4. That includes a unit of Cephalyx Overlords, a min unit of Cephalyx Mineslavers, 3 Cephalyx Agitators, 2 Wrecker Monstrosities, another minimum unit of Mine Slavers, a minimum unit of Mine Benders, another unit of Overlords, which are proxy tonight because I didn't bring my other ones because I have to buy them yet. A unit of Selena and her Nist Hunters that are under the Dominator, and thanks to the tier, me being able to bring Alexia and her Risen under the Dominator.
I will remember none of that, but thank you. And Corey, over to you.
And me, I am running Irusk with unit of Widowmakers, with the Widowmaker Marksman and Eris, Black Dragon IFP, Great Bears,
Broken.
The IFP Kovnik, Madeline Corbeau, Silas Wishlenar, Irusk himself, Spriggan, Chaos the Assassins with the Underboss.
Peanut gallery is being brought to you by Mark and Bubba.
For the streaming effect.
A Winter Guard Mortar Crew and Kovnik Jill.
Excellent. And what scenario are we playing?
2 fronts.
2 fronts. And that's some of the fine terrain from the gentleman at Hidden Forest Gaming. Excellent stuff. For those unaware, that's actually one of the prize supports for the Battle for Breath charity tournament raffle, which I'll be plugging throughout this event. So big thanks to the Hidden Forest game guys and gaming, and as Rob just said, it's really nice looking stuff too. So okay, so we rolled for turns. Who won the roll?
Scotty won and he chose the side.
Okay. So I think you guys did that off a clock, so you're starting at a full hour.
Full clock.
Okay, and we're up to 2 whole viewers. Woohoo!
2 viewers.
2 viewers, and so I guess we're off with Scotty going first.
No, I'm going first.
That tells you how much attention I've been paying. So I'm gonna turn
Okay.
that down. So Rob, what do you think Scotty should be looking for from Corey on the first turn?
This early in the game, you hope that your opponent has a minor stroke or heart attack. Not enough to incapacitate them to make you feel sorry for winning, but enough that they're a little flabbergasted, we'll say.
Yep, that is an excellent.
Give you a psychological advantage.
See, what I found is actually what really works really well is passing really disgusting smelling gas, because that just throws them right off their game. And of course, you're desensitized yourself for it.
Exactly. It's good. That's a very good one actually, because then you can also blame it on the people around you, especially when you're in a convention setting.
Of course.
Like that.
And if you're unable to pass the gas, if you have a small child, bring a used diaper that's been out in the sun for a couple hours. That's an excellent alternative.
Yes.
Oh, and Rob, thank you for joining. I know you're a little hesitant, but you realize now that we're going to be making complete fun of everything
Okay.
we're talking about here.
I'm a little more comfortable then.
There we
yes.
go. Excellent.
If you're looking to me for tactical advice, you're looking in the wrong place.
Well, it's the blind leading the blind, I believe, is the
Yes.
term we're looking at here. So,
Yeah.
so it looks like Corey has moved up some miniatures. I believe they're the Widowmakers, and it looks like Irusk, or not Irusk, what's her name? Iris. Eris. There we go.
Iris.
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 Mark is helping me with pronunciation, so thank you, Mark.
My pleasure.
Mark from Combo Smite, who
Yes.
is getting
The
hit.
reason I was doing this is to plug my podcast.
Yes.
There we go.
Mark is from the north.
So Irusk is going to go. Irusk is going to cast Fire for Effect onto the stick bag.
So apparently, Irusk is casting Fire for Effect on the model that he used an offensive term for, which is the Widowmaker Marksman.
Yes, and then he's going to cast Tax Supreme onto the
And then
Mortar Crew.
Tactical Supremacy onto the Mortar Crew.
And he's going to
I think he's going to saunter up,
there. Camp 2.
and then he's going to stay camped with 2 focus. Corey's using those excellent tokens from Muse on Minis that he's painted to look really awesome.
I've only painted some of them, so.
Only some of them, so prepare to be disappointed as he pulls up more focus.
My focus are all painted.
Oh, the focus all painted. Oh, geez.
Just all my upkeep spells.
Thanks for coming half prepared to the game. Appreciate it.
The Mortar Crew's going to go, and it's going to fire.
For those unaware, I turn into a bit of a joke or a jerk when I commentate, and a joke probably too.
That's okay. That's okay. The internet, you belong on the internet. That's okay.
20,
So he's
I
just
think at this
checking
point,
blast.
We're all kind of impatiently awaiting MK3, so
Correct.
next direction.
or some of us not so patient. But
Yep, true, very true. I'm actually amazed some people are still playing.
yeah.
I, on the other hand, had one of the funnest games I've had in a long time playing against Rich at Beer Machine from Beer Machine. That's the Sioux a couple weeks ago. So still lots of opportunity to get some Mark II games in. So we're still at 2 people in the chat.
And they're going to run.
And so now he's running up the Kayazi Assassins. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Woohoo! I know something.
Because they are within command, they can move through other models.
Oh, because they're in command, they get to move through other models.
Because Irusk has total obedience, I believe it's called. Or
Oh, total
martial
obedience.
discipline, I think.
Or Marsh.
That
Marsh.
sounded very convincing.
Yes, I'll say
I agree.
Callum C. Or Callum. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you. I just called Corey the name of my son. I don't know why. He's making up rules as saying that he can run through things.
Scotty will be following up shortly, I'm sure.
Spriggan is going to advance up here.
Spriggan is activating and just walking up.
Silas is going to walk up here.
Silas, the mercenary unit attachment, is walking up behind, or Warcaster attachment.
Iron Fangs are going to issue a run order.
So the Iron Fang pikemen are running up.
Again, they can move through other models.
Now, are those the metal ones or the plastic ones, Corey?
These are metal.
These are the metal ones. So these, if you throw them at someone, would actually hurt.
They fall over probably a lot easier, I'd imagine.
Sorry?
They probably fall over a lot easier, is what I was saying.
These will fall.
On this table, probably.
No, it seems you've painted them as the black dragons. I guess there's no reason to play. You don't feel a need to paint them as the regular Iron Fang
So
pikemen.
far, not. No.
That moving,
In Mark II or Mark III, there may be a change to that.
Crews are gonna run.
that moving through other models is awesome.
Yeah, let's say that.
It's
that
such a,
no, is that everyone in his within his command?
Which is increased by 1 because Malin got low.
that's still
Okay,
awesome.
that is yeah, that
It's
makes a
such
huge difference.
Such a
He's
handy
gonna run.
role when you have such mass infantry and everything.
True.
And Tax Supreme is going to activate.
Yeah,
And Tax
it
Supreme
basically
is-
lets you land them where the models where you want, rather than having to sort of plan that all out.
And his usual cricks
It's
has
already
it.
done.
Yeah.
It's after all you.
So it becomes even more annoying
Yep.
when you're playing cricks.
Do we know what Irusk2 or Irus's feat is?
Yeah. It's called Desperate Ground.
Okay, Desperate Ground.
Friendly faction models currently in Irusk control area ignore cloud effects and forests when determining line of sight and gain Pathfinder. Affected models currently locked down immediately stand up. Enemy models beginning their activation in Irusk control area suffer -2 speed and cannot give or receive orders.
Interesting. That's they're starting in the command? Or okay, control. Sorry. So it looks like Scotty's doing some stuff. They're moving up the. That's the Nis Hunters. So Scotty's moving up his Nis Hunters. I was introduced to those guys for their first time playing against Phil last week. They do nasty things to burrowers.
Yes, they do.
When you think you have burrowers,
Especially when you're hiding them in a trench.
when I thought they were safely hidden in a trench.
Sure.
Yep.
I think, to be honest though, I think anything can really kill burrowers pretty easily if they can get range.
Yeah. Well, with being a trench, you get +4 defense. So you're looking at 17 defense, which I thought was enough.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Pro tip: know what your opponent's models can do. That'll make help you along playing your game.
Yeah. If you care.
Well, if
you're just trying to drink while playing a game,
true.
then it doesn't matter.
So this guy's moving up his monstrosity. And then the other one. So Mark's rambling. I'm not really paying attention to what he's saying. Sorry.
I can hear the holler from the tracker. No. Can you say that again, Mark?
I said he's using the Cephalyx technique, which
Oh.
is quite good at giving you uneven terrain,
What does that mean?
unless you set it in any.
Is that a martial art technique?
No, it's a line from the Princess Bride.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
know it sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Mark's quoting Princess Bride at us.
As one should.
As
As it is tradition.
There was a. Do you want a peanut?
Stop rhyming.
Inconceivable.
God, such a good movie.
So those are
So
the drudges you're moving up there, Scotty?
Yes, sir.
Now, Scotty's actually been playing this list for a while, or a version of this list for a while, and he's actually really fast with getting those drudges into place.
Yeah.
It's impressive considering the number of models on the table that he's able to get everything where he wants it. Lots of practice.
The other thing that's really nice is, and you can relate to this, Fraser, is we're used to playing trolls.
Yes.
So we're quite slow. So it's usually unusual for us to be in a zone at the end of like turn 2.
Very-
Even turn 3, hopefully.
Yep.
So it's unless you play Doomy 3.
Yeah, Doomy 3 gives you that bit of an advantage.
100 tier,
Yeah.
Yep.
So it turns back to Scott or to Corey. Scotty has only used 4 minutes to do his first turn.
The sack pawn to.
I believe they have sack pawn to drudge.
And Corey's just asking some clarity on the sack pawn rule.
This is going to be a very bloody
Sacrificial
turn.
pawn, drudge, drudge.
Okay.
So overlords get sacked.
Uh-oh. Okay.
This guy's gonna go, that I forgot to activate last turn.
Looked like we were freezing there for a moment, but it just turns out they were
Oh, I'll keep my
both Scotty and Corey were posing.
And allocating one. This is an architecture. So he's gonna walk up.
Sure.
He's gonna shoot Alexia in the trench.
So taking a shot at Alexia.
Oh, that also has
She goes up to def 21.
Wow, def 21 on Alexia.
He is rat 8.
So we need boxcars.
So
I
need
have 3 dice.
8, 13, 13, and that is a 13. Impressive.
Armor is 16.
Armor 16.
Dice off 4.
Boosted.
Dice off 4 boosted.
That's what fire for effect is. Fire for effect is boost hit and damage.
So that would be 11, 14, 10 damage.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because you killed 2 drudges, so she takes 3. And then all the drudges have to top.
Excellent.
So she's able to spread her damage out to the.
Yeah.
Was that CRA or something? Sorry, was that just one shot or CRA? I can't.
So doing his tough checks
No,
on
that was
the
him shooting.
Oh,
because he has fire for effect on.
okay. Sorry,
He
guys.
gets boost hit and damage.
sales. So just going through the tough checks.
Yep.
So 2 knocked down.
And tough.
And 5 perished.
Yep.
And then 3 to hurt.
Yeah, I took that 3.
Okay.
'cause I had to.
So that's him.
Oh,
Beautifully
nice
painted
shot.
models from Scotty.
Pardon?
I said beautiful painted models.
Yes, they are very. The camera does not do them
True
justice.
North paint is good.
Yes.
Yeah, check
I paint
Facebook.
shit, so you don't have to.
True North painting.
Do they have sack pawn or anything?
Yep. You can sack pawn to the.
What's the range on bridges on sack pawn?
3 inches.
I'm assuming he means by that True North painting is one hand with a beer in it and the other hand is a bottle.
And on a deck chair,
Yeah, yeah.
up in Muskoka.
Oh, this is the
And
In
that's
the middle of
cold
winter.
one.
Yeah.
This is the
That's the agitator, yes.
Does it have sack pawn?
Yep.
Okay, so they all
So Corey's just clarifying what doesn't have sack pawn, and I don't think he's found anything yet that has it.
Sack pawn judges, and Cephalyx have sack pawn monstrosity.
Okay, so this guy's gonna shoot here.
Sure.
Aiming, aiming
16.
Yep.
Yep.
Rat 9.
So 5s, or sorry, 7s. You hit.
So hits.
They have boxes, so
What's their armor?
their armor is 15.
So it hits with the first Widowmaker.
15 under D-cell.
15.
One.
So one.
This one's same target. Actually, no.
Corey's looking for a different target.
This one is gonna shoot that dredge.
Def 13.
Rat 9 hits.
So hits.
Dead.
Tough.
So was able to take it out, and
Nope. Let me check. Maybe that's a corpse. Nope.
not for a corpse. So the third Widowmaker's contemplating.
I'm gonna shoot.
Def
Oh,
21.
Just checking line of sight.
no, I can't see her.
No line of sight to Alexia.
So it can go 8.5.
Gonna shoot that dredge.
Going after one of the Drudge.
Yes.
So it hits on a 6.
Dead.
And no tough.
This one's gonna shoot the other dredge.
Let's in the knockdown Drudge.
Hits.
And fails its tough, so that takes out all the. No, they're called Risen? Or the Drudges?
Yeah, risen.
Risen, okay. I'm just repeating whatever you guys say, so. Scotty, what objective did you pick?
Fuel cap.
Fuel cache for Scotty. Corey?
I have whatever it's called that boosts artillery damage. I don't know what it's called. Armory maybe? Bunker or something like that. Literally the first time I've used it.
Okay. Because you've got actually artillery that you want to be able to get the benefit.
I have that there if I can never get in range. He is going to shoot.
The artillery.
Yeah, the artillery is going to go.
So artillery is going to be fired. Oh,
Joe's
back
going
it
to go,
Kovnik Joe is activating.
and he's going to give it boost hit.
He's going to give boost to hit.
And he's going to shoot at Selena.
And he's going to shoot at Selena.
She is deaf. Amazing.
I'm Rat 1.
Rat 1 versus
She
defense.
is deaf. The hills +2. She's Def 19.
Def 19 versus Rat 1.
So
Yes.
10, 13 misses. So it scatters
Good roll,
to the red.
13, but still misses. So it's scattering
To the 2 to the 6.
2 inches to the 6.
Gonna still clip her.
4 inch AoE.
Yeah, still gonna clip
No
her.
activity in the chat so far.
So 1, 2, 3. I think you missed him. Yeah.
I think it's a POW 8 on everybody.
5. And you get. You missed. See, Jeff clips Selena.
So yeah, it's a POW 8 on everybody.
So
Yeah.
clipping Selena.
So power 8 on Selena. She is armor.
Armor 11. Plus
13.
2.
Straight attack. So.
Off 5.
Dice off 5 against Selena. That's a 2 damage.
Everybody else.
So here, armor 17.
Or 17. So
That's
10, 18. Nice.
so it's a tough check, and he fails. Corey's or Scotty's just checking for their corpse tokens. How many corpse tokens do you need to make a new Risen?
One for one Risen.
1. Okay.
This guy. Nope.
So second one hits.
88, 16. He's armor 17 under D-cell.
I assume there's somebody else. No.
Nope,
This
second one
guy,
misses.
You're off. You're power 8. You're off 8.
Dice off 8. And that's a 7.
Okay.
Rob is back from his hosting duties.
The Kayazi.
Looks like Corey's about to activate the Kayazi.
Sorry, Silas is gonna go. Silas is gonna give him arcane secrets.
Corey's making me a liar and activating Cyrus and giving arcane secrets.
That's right. I like making people liars. Now the Chaos are going to go. They're going to issue a run charge order.
I don't believe you.
Um,
So the Kaezi assassins are activating, and
this guy's going to go. He's going to charge this guy. They have 10.5-inch stretch. Just get there. This guy's going to go. He's going to run. That's
Nope.
7.
should be okay. Hey, we're up to 3 viewers. Highest we've been so far.
This
Today.
guy's going to try to charge that one in the forest.
So Corey's just trying to figure out his charge targets.
5 to there,
2.5.
and then.
Here, gives you 3 inches.
Yeah, so he's got more than enough room to get in there.
This one is going to try to charge there.
Sure.
7.5-inch total, so I'm in range.
Yep, gets into that.
This one is going to try to charge there.
Okay, it's this
Pretty
one.
sure I can see.
So he's just verifying that he can see through the forest.
So
So just double checking the distance.
9 to there, and then a 1/2-inch in. So that one does fail.
And that one didn't quite have enough to make it in there.
This guy's going to run 6. This guy's run up to here. This guy's going to run up here, here.
So apparently, part of our viewers today, we've got Tim Gadden. I don't know who Tim Gadden is. Or Tim Gaden. How would you pronounce
this
that?
Guy ran, so charge attack onto this one.
They are just.
I would believe Tim Gaden.
Gade. I was thinking it was like Armageddon.
Oh, sorry,
Tim
Gaden, yeah.
Tim
Probably
Gadden.
right. Yeah, I would agree with you.
Oh,
Tim
and
Gaden.
apparently somebody
Tim
just
Gaden.
dropped, so we may have scared Tim Gadden away.
That one's in.
So we're activity on the table.
That one.
The assassins are
This is.
whiffing a
that
bit.
fails that one.
Apparently someone gave them the rubber knives for this game.
That's fine. They're doing the job.
I'm just going to tar pit up those NIS.
These guys not been activated. This guy's been activated. These guys.
This guy's gonna go. He's gonna walk up to the forest.
So
Give them shield march order.
Sure.
it's the Kaez. Was it Kovnik? Which one is the Kovnik pikeman guy name? Is it Kovnik?
Iron Fang Comic.
Iron Fang Kovnik. I knew Kovnik was in the name somewhere. So he's giving. Sorry, what was he giving the Iron Fang pikeman?
Shield march.
Shield March.
Eris is gonna.
So he's still trying to figure out where they're going to go.
Eris is going to aim
Okay.
and try to shoot Selena.
Iris is going to take a shot at Selena.
19, so I'm aiming to 11.
So we're at 11 when aiming. So hits on a 10.
Dice.
How 10?
3.
Dice off 3. So that would be 5.
She's already taken 2.
And she is
Selena
gone.
dies.
Selena's gone. So Selena's a mercenary.
Yes.
Um,
They're the worst unit to build in this game.
Oh, really?
Russ is going to go. He is going to walk up to here. Actually, no, he's going to walk.
Oh, was it part of the NIS? Is Selena part of the NIS warriors or the NIS?
She's an actual unit
Oh,
box herself.
Oh, okay.
So you're just in. So he's going to cast Airburst.
Okay.
So Irusk is casting Airburst for 3, it looks like.
Yes, I believe it costs 3.
Now, Rob, I want to make sure you don't monopolize all the conversation
Yes,
today.
Yes, I was just about to say. I need to make sure I get my internet
Airburst costs
started.
3.
Remember
I'm going to boost it.
So Airbus could go back to our turn 1 tactic of stinking the room up.
this. Yep. Hey, none
So
of that
Magic
garbage
Ability 7
on
under
this
her.
family
I
friendly
ignore
stream.
everything.
Yeah.
Don't
make a
streaker show.
Don't make us kick you out of the Mega
Target
Coliseum.
model,
See-
the smallest control area, ignores
So for those
sight.
interested, Bubba's leg is now on the upper left-hand corner. For those who didn't get enough of Bubba on the stream
Yeah.
last week.
You can see
So
some kind of
your
apparition on his
15
leg.
plus your spell.
probably something he uses to kill his opponents while playing HomeMachine. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Magic.
Grants him his magical power.
Isn't that a representation of what part of his soul was sold to get those
Good point. Yep.
War Machine powers?
Or she's got 15, sorry.
Okay.
So you
Probably left over from the devil himself or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus I get one from our
And those real manly-looking ankle socks.
Yeah.
So back to the game.
You hit.
Hit.
A bunch of dice were rolled and something got hit.
And it's only a pound 8, I believe.
Pow 8.
So that's dice off Alexia's armor. 14, so dice off 6.
Dice off 6.
And you get 2 dice.
I get 3 still, but it's signs important.
So sign's important, so I'll take away
Take away
the
the lowest.
lowest.
6.
So that would be a 11.
5.
Tough check.
Tough check.
Dice.
No tough.
No tough. So the Alexia and the Risen have been removed.
Hey, there's the first dad joke. Tough love.
Yeah, tough love. There you go.
Or tough love. That's even better. Tough love. We'll go with that next time. Yeah.
So that's what I thought you said. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal
Yeah.
your thunder.
No. That was better. Yeah.
I have had a few years to practice my dad jokes,
Yeah.
as my children will attest
I had an opportunity today.
or detest.
Yeah.
See, just minutes.
Yeah. Practice is paying off.
Can make sure.
One day my son will grow up and be able to tell as horrible jokes as I can.
Yeah. It's every father's dream.
Yeah, exactly. Or he'll become an amazing comedian and he'll give none of it to me, so.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I will be able to take no credit.
That's them. Great Bears are gonna go.
But you'll get free tickets to the shows he
That's
goes
true,
to.
yeah, that would be awesome. Free comedy. Although he'll still be my son in my eyes, so I probably won't find him funny at all.
Yeah, probably, especially since he's using stand-up comedy as a way to avoid having to pay a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
There.
That's what I'm convinced my children are going to do.
So it's already gone. Corpo's gonna run to there. And
So Corey begins his turn. Sorry, Scotty begins his turn. Jeez.
Yeah. So it's clock's back to Scotty. 56 minutes still on Scotty's clock. Corey is down to 40 minutes.
So would you say that was a long turn, Corey? It was.
Very long
You did.
turn for
You
me.
did a lot of stuff, though. I mean, it was probably worth it in the end.
I'm not used to this caster, so I have to look up a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. So.
Well, I mean, you got some. You're able to take out a full unit, take out some key pieces.
Yep.
So it's
Yeah.
looked like it was. Oh,
Getting
and
rid of Selene is important because now the Nist Hunters can't see our right.
Yeah.
Taking out Alexia is super fun.
I'll pretend I know. I'll pretend I know what you're talking about. And I'll say yes.
Alexia is the one that was hidden in the trench here.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
Risen,
you know, the Risen. Yeah, as soon as you take away, that removes any chance for any
She
more Risen.
collects corpses for
Okay.
everything in this army, so she can have up to 20 Risen on the field.
Oh wow. Okay.
So getting rid of her before she can jam you is a good idea. That, and she also is, she has a magic ability thing where if you cast spells in her command range, it costs double.
Oh, okay.
They have to be base to base to get shield wall, right?
Yes. Yeah, so you'll
Scotty
just feed.
trying to exploit the rules.
Well, his feat is he moves
Base to
everything.
base.
Yeah.
Scotty, history buffs. He's gonna start trying to question what does base to base really mean.
Or soon, Scotty will be able to keep playing Mark II as a history buff.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
So Scotty will never pick up Mark III.
No, Scotty will. He will play Mark III.
Yes.
Or we'll leave him behind. So.
Despite the new crappy tough rules. Actually, that's a question for you, Scotty. I'll turn the mic up a little bit. How do you think the Cephalyx are going to like the fact that the tough is theoretically
We're literally
changing?
gonna get something that makes stuff not knockdownable, and we'll be fine.
Okay.
So you wish.
Yeah. So for those that aren't aware, tough is being changed. So now as soon as you get tough, as soon as you're knocked down, your model no longer is affected
You
by
cannot make a
tough.
tough if you're not.
Yeah. You cannot make a tough check if
Is
you're
that
knocked
been
down.
confirmed?
Yes.
That was in one of the insiders.
Okay.
So again, certain units like trolls live and die by tough. You may
Yeah.
see steady being given, like the Cruel Warriors have the standard, which gives them steady.
Yeah, that
Now-
would be
So-
super key.
Well, that'd be actually yeah. So they would continuously be able to still make tough
Yeah.
rolls.
Yeah.
You gotta have steady beat in order to do.
Yeah, same with
So-
the Rune Bearers, maybe a
What's-
key model because they've got steady.
Yeah. So was the rumor that champions were to get it or something as well? Steady or some?
If they're base to base, yes.
Oh, they're base
If
to
they're
base.
base to base, they can't be knocked down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's shield
Base
guard.
armor again on IFP.
14.
Man, so many changes coming up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
And it's for me.
It's gonna be a whole new game.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, the core will stay the same. It's just some of the nuances I
Yeah.
think will be
Or
different.
not controlled.
I think for me the biggest challenge is looking at all the great new things that are happening
Yeah.
without knowing how everything else is coming to play. So it's great that, say, for example, champions Trollkin champions are getting a 1-inch reach.
Yep.
They're supposed to be a lot better, but we don't know what they're taking away to
Yeah.
balance that out.
Exactly.
Same with people who are complaining, or complaining is a little harsh. Well, I'm sure it's not
cheater,
harsh.
cheater.
Oh, Canadian rules indicates that model is dead.
Dead, removed it from play.
I would have lost the game so much sooner last week if we actually followed that rule.
The other thing, though, I think that was mentioned with the tough rule is that the points cost was going to be modified too, right?
Yeah.
So you could potentially see a drop in points for a model in Trolls that. So instead of taking double points, or
Yep.
sorry, instead of being double points, they might be less because tough won't be as effective.
Correct, and that
Anyway.
was one of the things that this is what happens when you have two troll players as the commentators. We keep going on about trolls.
Yes.
There was an
That's all we
argument
know.
from most troll players that there was a tough tax, that a lot of our models were a little bit more expensive
Lies.
because of
Lies.
coming from the peanut gallery. We have the Signar player saying we're lying.
Staying in the trench.
But the tough tax was something that hopefully we won't necessarily see as much, which will be good. But I'm interested to see. I'm happy to see the Mountain King get a nice boost.
It's not a. The thing with tough is it's not something you put into your strategy really. It's just something that happens. It can,
So
as the chance,
Scotty is activating his feet, which allows him to move,
Any non-work after.
You can push.
push, and it's directly away. And direction. And 2 inches.
Up to 2 inches.
Up to 2 inches. So Scotty now has the ability to push any model within his caster's control range up to 2 inches. Can you push him start in his control and then
push out.
push out of the control?
I'm assuming as long as you start.
As long as you start in that.
Yeah,
Okay.
right at the moment of the feet. I'm assuming, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. But to your comment before, Rob, again, if you're using tough as a tactic,
Yeah, you're in trouble.
you're going to wind up being in trouble because
It's a nice,
when you need those rolls, they're just not going to happen.
It's a nice benefit, and that's all you can depend on.
Correct.
Yeah. It's a annoyance to opponents.
Yes.
Is what it is really.
Well, having played against another troll, and it took
Yeah.
like 4 attempts to get rid of one burrower that just kept toughing. I can relate.
Yeah. So Scotty pushing.
So Scotty's pulling in the ones he wants to attack and pushing out the ones that he wants away from him. Lining everything up the way he needs it.
So yeah, you can tell that he's lining up for a slaughter here. Hopefully.
He's lining up for a chain attack bloodbath.
Yeah.
I can't chain attack with that off your eye. Because if I kill the first one, I take a chain.
Yeah, but if you don't kill the person, then
I'm more thinking I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Scotty's just
7,
working
8,
out.
9, 10, 11, 12 sprays. They're about to-
So Scotty looks to be lining up his sprays. Sprays for days, I believe, is the term we use for this list.
Sweet!
Hands up, Mr. Russ.
The other box has stealth, correct?
all assassins.
So Scotty just clarifying which of the models have stealth, and that's the assassins. So pushing back the Iron Fang Kovnik.
What's the color of the Great Bird?
At least 9.
Just checking on command.
Click this guy.
And then Thexus will cast Decel.
So Thexus is casting Decel, deceleration. Those who follow the, what is the name of the RP? The Iron Realm? No. What's the name of the RPG for
Iron Kingdom.
Iron Kingdom? There we thank you. So people who follow the Iron Kingdom this week, today were quite happy to see the Insider.
Yeah.
The other 99% of the people, I think, were a little ticked not to see more Mark III spoilers. It's probably perhaps being a little bit of a tease today.
Well, they have been since they announced it.
Yeah.
So he's using telekinesis, and this guy's trying to figure out which model he wants to move. So he's moving forward his own model. So Thexus is done, so the overlords are now activating. One overlord's doing a little splish splash in the water there.
3 sprays coming up here.
Yep.
Excellent point of view from the webcam here. You're able to see exactly which ones are being sprayed.
Yep.
This will be some really tough sprays here.
You get 3, you don't get the IP though.
So Widowmakers now?
14.
14, 8.
So 8s to hit.
Okay, nope.
First guy misses.
10.
Okay.
Dies.
Just checking power.
Which second
No,
guy?
no guy yet.
It's just him.
It's a tough check, fails. Needs an 8,
Hits, kills.
gets a 6. And no tough. Doing command check, and they are loving it.
Roll 7 and 8.
This guy is going to spray.
Actually, I must say I will not miss the command check.
Yeah, command checks are.
This IFP?
I mean, I personally like the flavor of them until I was directly affected by it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm happy they're gone simply because I always forget. And one little rule to remember is a bad rule to me.
Yep.
13.
That's 13, so it's ability 6, so look for 7s. Hits, it's power 12.
Armor.
Checking the armor on the Great Bear.
He is armor 14, 16.
Armor 16. Dice off 4. Oh.
So 5.
Tough on the Great Bear. Fails that one. Need 5 boxes.
11 hits him. Armor 14.
Oh, this guy? Yeah.
Don't roll snakes. Dies.
So far, Corey hasn't gone a tough, I think.
Not a good roll player.
Sorry, you have 13, right?
Okay.
This guy's gonna go. He will target this guy here.
So targeting the guy in the back. So they're just figuring out who's going to be touched.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
So he's able to get 3 of the pikemen.
It's there.
So 7 hits. Tough check.
Yeah, don't roll snakes. Kills him.
And next one.
That guy. Dice there. 6 misses.
This is the second. And 8.
Hits. And snakes. Kills him.
And hey, makes it tough.
There's a tough.
Which one?
That was that.
That one? Yeah, he's steady too.
And they'd have steady, so he's not knocked down.
Very convenient.
Double check that because it is
This agitator's gonna walk up.
Another agitator's activating and walking up.
Yep. They will tap instigate.
So instigate. What does instigate do, Scotty?
+2 to hit and damage within 5 inches of them if you're a drudge or monstrosity.
Okay, so it gives you +2 to hit and damage if you're within 5 inches if you're a drudge or a monstrosity.
Dominator gonna charge here.
So the Dominator's going to go in and charge.
Matt, upgrade.
Scotty's checking the mat. Now we're down to 1 viewer. You guys aren't bringing in the ratings like you're supposed to, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
So you're watching this on YouTube. Please hit like and subscribe. Please. Although we did hit over 1,500 subscribers on YouTube, so that was good.
Congratulations, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing YouTube stuff for a while, so
This guy's gonna walk up to the trench here. Pop instigate.
apparently I can't drink properly. Just spilled pop down my face.
Did not kill him.
That's what the beard is for, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the beard just soaks it in. Who needs beard oil when you get to spill fluids down your chin?
yes. Guy instigated. Okay. And that only affects friendly faction or friendly mall.
Friendly faction, drudges and monstrosity. It actually says drudges and monstrosity.
Also, the NIS
The
doesn't
NIS
affect
do
this.
not benefit from it. They are Cephalyx unit, but they are not
Okay.
benefiting from it.
Okay, so Scotty's still working through on his feet turn. At 43 minutes, Corey's at 40. So Monstrosity's moving up and trying to get.
You can charge for free because you're within 10 Thexus.
So it gets a free charge as long as you're within 10 inches of Thexus. Just doing some model placement just so that it's.
So Matt 7 looking for 6s on the first attack.
Needs a 6 on the first attack.
Hits.
Gets a 7.
About 17.
No tough.
Second initial on this IFP here.
So going after the second IFP. Gets a 7.
7 hits him. Oh, 19.
Yeah, and fails a tough check.
Vaporizes.
Okay, you can't do anything else.
That'd be kind of cool if you did a stream where you were explaining kind of thematically what's happening on the table. So you say like the monstrosity rushes forward and like destroys the Iron Fan pikeman in a mist of blood and,
Yeah, see,
and sweat. Or
problem, I'd run out of adjectives far too quickly.
Yeah. It's like playing a DM as the
Yeah, see, I don't like that,
Dungeons
and that's one of the
Dragons,
reasons I don't like role playing.
Yeah,
I can't stand character.
You roll your die again and again. And again.
I get too quick to crack a joke, so.
That's true, yeah.
So, against the assassin, you're deaf what?
So a couple kills from that big one.
Yep. Looks like you got a few of the Iron Fang pikemen.
Yeah.
So now he's
more
just checking
sprays.
sprays.
Okay.
So just verifying he doesn't get his own monstrosity with the spray.
Def 14.
So that needs an 8, gets a 6.
Miss.
Misses against both of them.
Sweet.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
If my Millhouse inventory.
Yes.
Overlord's gonna go.
So I don't know if you want one of the requirements of coring at your house is having a young child come down and say that someone's broken their bike in the courtyard and has to come fix
Oh,
it.
jeez. Does that happen? Did that happen at your house?
Yes.
Really?
Emma came down shortly after Corey came in saying you need to fix. Someone broke their bike. Corey runs a fantastic bike
one
shop
of
up
your
in
kids?
Listowel, Ontario.
It wasn't even your kid?
No, it was Emma. No, it was someone else's bike, but Emma
Oh.
came down to tell me that.
Hits with an 11, top
It's
12.
Corey's day off, you should
Yes.
say.
He didn't come to play HomeMachine or commentate at HomeMachine to fix bikes.
Yeah.
So another model's dead.
This guy sprayed back
The
guy.
underboss is dead. Oh no.
So I think I get both. Targeting him.
Get those two.
Looking for 8s again. 6 misses, back guy. 6 misses.
What are you goddammit about? You killed the underboss with
I
a.
just got an email message. It's past your bedtime, Fraser.
This
Oh, okay,
guy here
thank
is
you.
gonna spray this dude here.
I brought my pillow and blankie, so I'm okay.
Yep.
Just curl up underneath the table.
Which guy sprays which dude? Sorry?
This guy's spraying, so center.
Yeah, you never see.
Victors are really good. Like, holy crap.
In Mark 2, anyway, so 14 years. Yes, snakes. That one. Hits. with
So
10
Bubba was
kills.
sharing some secret tech from the other table.
And this one here. Hits with 9 kills. It's about 12.
Yep.
Yeah, as he just-
Armor 11.
Oh, tough. Here. I think I can melee that.
I think so, huh? You're at 6 against their 16, needing 10.
So he needs 10s. Just working out the math.
Defense 16. I'm jealous.
Yeah, defense 16 is not something you hear very often in a
Defense
troller.
14 with dudes.
Issue run charge. Order.
Even defense 14 is something we don't hear very often
Yeah.
as trolls.
Yeah.
So
Some 13s, but not a lot, yeah. Actually, that's kind of one thing I like about playing Trolls too, is that it reminds me of playing like Space Marines from that other game.
Yep.
And it's very standard stat line. And with Trolls, it's always the standard defense 12 section. So it's easy for me to remember in my old age.
Very much so.
Okay.
And you know, more times than not, you're going to get hit.
Yeah.
Just whether or not you can make the.
Exactly.
Which one's your leader?
Leader is always the nominator.
It's all about trying to keep your armor up with the stone.
Even if he
Yep.
kills Selena, he is the leader of the event.
Take as many hits as possible.
And then
Exactly.
you guys,
Critical part of your army, yeah.
so let's do Charge attack, just right
We'll
here.
remember that none of these guys.
So not charge attack. Max 6. Being a lot.
Need 10s.
9 miss.
Scotty trying to roll 10s here.
Oh, yeah, it's a 9.
Auto hits. Okay, what's the master power 9? Dice off 9.
Dice off 9.
It's 5, 8, 9, 2.
Damage to it?
2 damage
Second
to
guy, auto hit.
The objective.
all the objective.
Dice off 9, so that
That's a better roll.
is 8 for the second guy. This is 10, minus 10, 11, 17, so 8.
So 10 damage total?
Yep.
Okay.
And last guy. Dice off 9, so 7 damage to it.
7 damage, so
17.
17 is hit.
So it takes out the objective.
So one scenario point for Scotty then, right?
Yep. Scotty's up 1 point.
And then, so it's them. So we're here, looking for a 10.
Where?
Miss. 10 here. Miss again. I'll grab the dice after a minute.
Oh, another.
Scotty's destroying his own models.
Here's what I do. Okay. Run charge with this unit.
So run charging with this other second unit of drudges. Trying the drudges are just the one is charging into that one assassin, and then the rest are just running up.
So charge attack.
Charge attack with the one drudge.
Just out, so I need 11s to hit you.
11's to hit on the charge. That's a 5, so that's a miss.
And these guys just wake up.
The rest of the drudges are just walking up.
And then this unit will just run.
Parents are going to get one charge. What? No, not yet.
Clocks back to Corey, so Scotty ends the bottom of 3 with 1 control point. 2 control points. He's dominating for 1 with Thexus in the 1 zone, and getting 1 for destroying the objective, and he's at 36 minutes left on the clock. Corey's starting top of 3 with 40 minutes left on his.
So, Victor Schmitz.
We're both on the hill. Well, it's, that's 18. Defensive.
Rat 5.
Okay, here's
Hits,
the,
and damage. How 14?
Boosted. Oh, boosted doesn't go right.
See, hit roll with this. The damage roll.
Records.
And the commentators are both checking their phones.
Yeah.
That way.
I turn off my notifications.
Yeah, Rob's being rude and not turning off his notifications before the game starts.
Yeah.
how many viewers do we have?
Right now, last I checked, we had 1.
And that was us, maybe?
It may be us.
Yeah,
We are at 1, so
that's okay.
1 is the loneliest number. Slight camera adjustment. There we go. You might actually be able to see the clock now.
Post all the Facebook pages that we're starting.
I did. Well, I updated the original post, which then populates it in the rest of the feeds. Bubba wasn't doing his magic. Bubba often does the magic in the background, so.
This is an instigator.
That is a dominator.
Oh,
Just
that's
clear.
part of
Yes.
Just clarifying if that's an instigator or a dominator, and it's a dominator.
It is the one that attaches to units.
Ah. Yes, it's the one that allows the
It has sack one.
Cephalyx to take mercenary
It has
units.
that one model in its unit.
So it has nothing.
It has nothing. It has tough. Yes, he does have grand tough, which means he gets.
So this unit's gonna go. This guy's gonna walk away.
So I envision most of Scotty's army listening to bands like Sisters of Mercy or Susie and the Banshees, and they have a very gothy look to them.
Very much, yeah.
Underneath those helmets are the crazy hair.
She's gonna aim and shoot this guy.
So Widowmaker is
Rat 9.
Rat 9 versus Def 16. So 7's to hit.
Hits.
Yeah, regardless of the cocked dice, still hits. Consistency in Corey rolls, even though the cocked dice, he still rolls the same thing again. True skill.
Number 15.
Dice off 5.
Nothing.
And that is nothing, apparently. I only saw the 3.
Yeah, it's 5.
Okay, it was 5, so not quite enough to crack the armor.
Yeah. This one's gonna shoot the same target. We're at 7 though.
So we're at 7 on the same target, so need 9s this time. That's a 7, so no luck there.
I don't know. I didn't place you did. Well, since they only ran this, they have they can't make it happen.
So Corey just contemplating a little bit here.
Now might be a good time to plug Battle for Death.
There we go, yes.
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, we are doing a charity tournament on Saturday, May 21st in Cambridge, Ontario. It's the Battle for Breath. It's a tournament using the food machine rules. Corey's moving up the Iron Fang Kovnik and charging with Iron Fang Kovnik. And because of the ability that Irusk gives, he can move without ignoring models when moving. So Battle for Breath is using the food machine rules, where people can pay to cheat. We've got a lot of excellent prize support, including stuff from the fine folks at KR Multicase, Army Painter, Frozen Forge, Hidden Forest Gaming. I'm sure I'm missing some. Broken Egg Games, and even Musa Minis and a few others have offered support. So excellent prize support, and we're also giving away a scale replica of Wrathrock, the axe from who apparently was originally was Madrak, but now according to the fluff is owned by Chromac2. But I'm in a state of denial. It's always going to be Madrak's axe, not Chromac's axe. I'm sure you agree with me on that one, Rob.
Absolutely.
Yes.
If it's
Circle
on my
doesn't.
model, it's in the game.
Yeah, Circle doesn't deserve such a nice axe.
Yeah.
So that axe was donated by
I think
the.
he's much happier to not have it.
Probably, but that would mean I would have to know enough about the fluff to be able to say these things, and I don't know enough about the fluff.
And apparently he also has split off and created his own faction.
Okay.
Who, Chromac or Madrak?
Madrak.
He's created his own faction.
Kind of. Like he split the trolls.
Okay.
Because Doomy doesn't want to leave the Gnarls and he wants to go make his own home. He wants a
You know
home.
more about the fluff than I do, Corey.
Just from what I've heard.
Yeah.
I do need to go back and read the fluff because it's. I think I read the only stuff I've read was the stuff out of Primal. Because there were. No, sorry, the Troll Blood one, the faction book.
It is 99% relevance.
It's interesting the take they're doing too is breaking out the fluff from the rules books. Or if you want the fluff, it's a completely separate stream.
Yeah.
A lot of death on that table, I'm just saying.
Yes.
What's that?
Okay, so my turn again. You want to pause? Okay.
Yes, I did.
Oh, hey, what would be good? Enliven. Enliven would be great.
That's really bad.
So Corey is still working through.
So,
There are many reasons I will lose this game. Lack of life.
Joe's gonna go. He's gonna go here.
Kovnik Joe is activating.
Can you get close to trash so the model can't see?
Yeah, send it to me. If it makes you feel better, I'll go like that.
Just ask you about the.
And then he will shoot that guy. Again.
Now, who is that guy over the side there?
That is one of the overlords.
She's super safe.
Def 14.
Def 14.
I mean, it's not fire.
Good 8s to hit.
Fire.
He gets boosted base.
Yeah, he gets it from whatever speech he does.
Oh, nice. Because you hit him.
Yeah, top
So
12.
fall 12.
1.
Face off 1.
So he goes with 1 box.
Super happy with left range.
Direct hit on that Widowmaker.
Sorry?
So pull from my
Yeah, Widowmaker is dead.
On that Widowmaker.
These guys are gonna go. This guy's gonna shoot that jerk, whoever it is.
Apparently, we've come to name calling now, referring to models as jerks.
We're at 1.
Def 16.
Actually,
And I will simply tap upon that off
So he does hit.
to this model here.
Okay.
This is direct hit. I can't sack pawn it off. So he hit this model, this model, this model, and this model.
Okay. Don't affect him because he's in a trench.
Okay, so
I assume he's completely in that trench.
Yes.
Everything
Even though he's
So
not-
sack pawn allows you to move the effect of blast damage as well.
Because it's when a ranged attack is directly hitting me, which
Yeah.
he did, I can move the AoE.
Okay, I
That's
wasn't aware of
the
that.
direct hit. Blast, I can't.
Okay, so power 16 on the direct hit.
He is 17, so you kill him.
Yeah. Tough check on the direct hit,
Loves it.
Okay,
and he knocked down.
16 here. Or 17, sorry.
Nothing.
And
So he
this
needs
is
dice off. What is the POW? 14.
Power
8,
16, so 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
13, 15, you Q kill him. And he doesn't tough.
And second one fails the tough. And that was a miss, right?
Pardon?
That was a
That's
miss. Yeah, this just got removed.
So I believe Corey's trying to clear lanes here.
I'm just trying to use that so I don't kill my own guys mostly.
Yeah. That too.
Strategic use of the mortar. Make sure he doesn't kill any of his own.
So, Irusk is going to go.
So
He is going to
caster's going to activate.
He's going to pop his feet.
Popping the feet.
His
He's
feet.
tough on 4+.
No. That's
It was like
his feet is friendly faction models ignore cloud effects and force when entering line of sight and gain Pathfinder. Effective models currently knocked down immediately stand up. Enemy models beginning their activation in his control areas have a -2 speed and cannot give or receive orders.
Okay.
So he's gonna feet. Token out.
The reason is she's supposed to.
But you could his monstrosity still can do things because they're not giving him an order, correct? It's just
Yes, they can.
Can't
Charge.
But they
Can't
can
charge.
just advance and
Okay.
have fun with it.
I'm going to cast Battle Lust onto the IFP.
So apparently I should stop looking at the viewer count because every time I do it goes down a number. You're up to 2 for a moment, then back down to 1.
Okay, so Battle Lust there,
Okay.
and he'll just camp.
Oh my god, I should have popped feet and caught me too.
I guess he could shoot something. Try to shoot something.
Number 1.
Aiming
Off 8.
rat 6 goes up to 8. I'll try to shoot this guy.
Sure, def 16, the terrain doesn't give him anything.
Yeah. So I'm 8 to your 16, so I need an 8.
You do.
Did you drop a set?
You miss.
Nice.
You're within 8 or less than 8.
That's fine.
I can just charge you.
Um, Her bow is going to move up base to base.
This Victor can go shoot
Um,
I might just shoot one
the
with
you're going to charge.
They're immune.
Is she run charge order?
Whenever you die, you
Yeah.
don't die.
So he's doing a run
This
charge
one-
order.
It's not a bad idea.
Oh, I can't. Minimum range.
Oh, what's minimum rank?
I don't think I'm not in reach yet.
Just
So this one is
validating if
going
he's
to
in
charge
reach
here.
range. So just moving
I
up.
don't start in your back arc, so I don't get the bonus for it. But
Not starting in the back arc, so he doesn't get the bonus.
this one is going to charge that guy right there.
So that one's going after the
Bad agitator, sure.
agitator.
Okay.
This guy is going to charge here. This guy is going to charge there.
Again, having the ability to just walk through stuff is fantastic,
It's very convenient.
especially for the whole list. And that makes a world of difference. You can put stuff exactly where you need to.
Don't they have a bonus against?
No.
I think they had a bonus against non-living or something.
Nope.
Like
This one's going to charge that monstrosity as well. Yep. He is going to charge the monstrosity,
So sending in the bulk of the pikemen against the forward monstrosity.
and he is going to charge the monstrosity.
So it looks like Corey's trying to at least get rid of that one.
And hopefully I'll get rid of both of them here. So charge attack, your defense,
10.
10.
Defense
so I
10,
get a
so he's just needing a 4 to hit.
Yep.
4. So that's 6, so that hits.
Hits on the first one.
Charging Weapon Master, POW 13.
Charging Weapon Master. Dice off 4 with 4 dice.
Dice
Four
off
damage.
4, so 4 damage to, I don't know, I can pick a column, but I don't know what your columns do, so wherever, to go to your brain, I guess.
4 to the brain.
You can just move her.
4 to the 4.
4 to the 4. This guy's charged onto that
Gee,
one.
Brain, what are we gonna do tonight?
14.
We do it every night.
Try to take over the world. So second attack misses.
That was against the instigator. Against the monstrosity, needing a
It's
4.
monstrosity.
Hits.
Needs it's an 8.
Oh, one more dice.
And dice off 4, so it's 8 to
Same thing.
the brain.
Stay tuned for
This one's charge here.
Animaniacs voices after stream.
Well, I know the entire Animaniacs theme song off the top of my head, so which is, I think is a wonderful thing, but I love hearing everyone else talk about it.
You can put that on your resume.
Yeah. That's why I got my job where I did now.
Yeah.
This one here, needing a 3 to hit because he's UA. Hits.
Blue guns.
You.
Spin them up. Left side.
And dice minus
All
4.
4, so 7
3 and 2.
to same spot, I guess.
First
Looks
shot.
like Corey's hitting a little under statistic average there.
This one here
Hits.
It's on a 5.
Need an 11.
needs a 4 to hit.
Okay, yeah, there we go. That's a good roll.
Dice off 4.
He's dead.
Okay.
Okay. 12.
And that takes out that monstrosity.
This one doesn't have a charge target anymore, so just gonna swing at this one.
Sure.
Last one doesn't have a charge target, so we'll do a swing. And it misses with a 6.
Sure.
Um,
Need an 11. Nope. Shooter again.
Great Bears are gonna go.
Right side has 2 shots.
Great Bears are gonna
Shoot.
charge this monstrosity.
So we're going after the second monstrosity now.
Do you have more free strikes? than you
Again, the
have?
trolls need an ability to walk through all their own stuff.
So free
With
strike.
medium-sized bases, that would be huge.
No, I'm still in it.
Okay.
Still there.
Sorry, I didn't hear that, Fraser.
I'm saying trolls need an ability to walk through their own models, because with medium-sized bases, you wind up just locking yourself up, where here is just...
That's an instigator.
That's
Well, we can send a note to
Yeah,
the
okay.
privateer.
So
Yeah.
yeah, charging that guy.
We haven't
Which
released that
guy's
P3
tagging
yet,
first?
right?
No, yeah, we still have a chance.
Got 10.
Because, you know, we,
Stop the presses.
we have so much pull at that company.
Yeah.
The order that you do
With
it.
our one viewer, which is probably us.
So
The
any
CEO
bets?
of privateer
Yes.
presses.
Yeah.
Sure.
Power 12 Weapon Master.
Dice off
Power
5.
12 Weapon Master attack.
Backswing, of course. Dice off 5. Terrible roll.
Oh, yeah, that was
4 to the brain, I guess.
4 to the brain on the
Yes, they do.
and backswing.
Second attack.
Second attack
Hits.
on a 6.
Off 5.
That's a little bit better. So that looks like a
So 8 damage to the same.
Needs to hand fade him.
Keep to the brain.
Next guy.
10, 19.
Hits.
so hits on a. This is the next Great Bear.
Yep. Off 5.
Dice off 5. Ooh, 4. Dice are not liking-
Same box.
Yep.
Okay.
And second attack hits.
Sorry,
Off
looking
5.
for a spike. A
8.
little bit better.
8
Same
to the
box?
same. Yeah. Sure. Still alive, I
8
assume.
box.
Yep.
Still has a little bit left.
Soldiers are automatically
He's pretty hurt.
D3.
though.
It's not very
By taking his brain, you can't give him focus.
I can't allocate him focus, but during the maintenance phase, as I allocate, I can spend focus to heal.
Okay.
So they come to your soldiers and this time I think
Actually, no, sorry, it is on my Warcaster's activation I can do that, so no, I can't heal him.
Let's find out.
So it's gonna be.
Much like Warlock
Same
can do
as
that.
Warlock.
Oh, of course.
What's your. Oh, you're in the trench.
Under D cell.
What's your defense right now?
20.
E-cells only gets ranged,
Mm-hmm.
but you also have sack pawn, correct?
Sack on monstrosity.
Yeah, take out the monstrosity, and then
And he's gonna
that's
hand
where the
fade.
fun begins. For Corey.
Probably.
Less so for Scotty.
Very much, yes.
That's fine.
You know it's HomeMachine when
Okay,
one
so-
person on the table's having fun.
Yeah.
Not just kidding.
These guys, the assassins are gonna go. Issue a run charge order.
So the assassins are
I
activating?
can't run through guys.
That's another
anymore.
unit that will remain nameless, right?
Yes.
They're all in command.
Who's the
guys-
leader of that unit next?
Guys.
And
That
you-
guy's gonna
that
charge.
game you're not having fun unless you're
There.
tabling your opponent.
Oh wait, no, yeah.
'Cause you
And
go-
even then,
get a
you're
free
you're
strike.
complaining that it's taking you
Yeah.
that long to table your
But do you
opponent.
know the intervening model? You can't jump over guys, right?
Have you ever
Not
tabled
jumping
anyone at
over
War
guys.
Machine?
Yeah, but if you can't
Oh,
hear, you're
no.
going over his face.
Maybe. I mean, if you take into account, like, say,
To
like
face my entire
a smaller scale game,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's happening. But in
This
terms
guy,
of 50
who's
point
gonna charge him?
steamroller
This guy's
game,
gonna charge
Yeah.
him.
I maybe once, I can't.
This
I don't
guy's
remember
gonna
it, though. I'm
charge
sure I was
him.
flabbergasted and amazed at my luck with the dice. Or something.
There.
I know I think I've been tabled a couple times. I don't think I've tabled anyone.
This guy's gonna charge here. guy's gonna charge.
I've had more
here.
luck throwing things at people, which makes me
This
happy.
guy's gonna charge there. So
The assassins are going through.
Beating a
15.
beating an 8.
8 to hit on the
Hits.
that's an 11.
Wow, 10.
Off 3.
Dice off 3.
Why is their armor up?
Or armor 13 base.
They're gonna shit well.
Oh, just checking the make sure they have the right armor.
Armor 11, sorry.
Okay, so dead.
Dies.
Yeah.
Nope, dies.
Charge attack there. Hits.
Gets the second one.
Loves it.
Okay, knocked down. Charge attack here. Misses.
Misses
Charge
the-
attack here.
Next charge attack.
Misses. Charge attack here. Misses.
7 misses.
Charge attack there.
What armor? What?
Hits.
Loves it.
Knocked down. Charge attack on that guy. Automatically hits him because he's
Armor
knocked down.
15.
Armor 15. Knocked 10.
Battery. Get like 3 attacks each.
Yeah. Tough check and fails. So that's a drudge gone.
No, I just get like extra attacks with them.
Yeah, but if you're shooting an engaged guy,
Oh,
it'll still scan
This
this.
guy's gonna go.
So the Spriggan's activating now. Just checking placement.
He's towing the zone.
Towing the zone to prevent another control point being scored.
This guy's gonna go. He's gonna aim and shoot at this guy.
So the Widowmaker marksman's taking a shot, taking an aim shot.
Rat.
Actually engaged, so def
Yeah, no question.
20.
Rat 10.
Right, 10, so 10 on 2 dice. 3 dice, and he hits that. That's
Second
an
one on the
11.
monstrosity.
Okay. Armor on the monstrosity.
17.
So it's just these two.
So off 5.
Dice off 5 on the monstrosity.
They'll aim.
Sure.
4 damage to the 2.
So 5 more damage.
He will melee him
Silas.
with the blade.
He's gonna move up the wall. Run. Up to the wall.
How
So that's just activating, running up to the wall.
Eris.
He will
Eris is gonna walk up to here and try and shoot Thexus.
Eris is taking a shot at Thexus.
Def 20.
F20 in the
And
trench.
11.
Needing 11 on 2 dice.
he will melee him.
And that's
Fours are not going to do. So turns back to Scotty.
Sorry, at the end of my turn, these guys get to move 3 inches.
Now just doing a little bit of bookkeeping at the end. So end of
What's that knock?
top of 3 for Corey. He's at 21 minutes. Scotty started his bottom of 3 at 35. He was 36, but it just dropped down to 35.
And the models that start in my control range cannot give or receive orders.
Yes, Corey still has his feet up.
Done.
Yeah, they cannot give or receive orders,
He will shoot that guy.
and they're -2 speed.
Title hit.
Minus 2 seats.
So is
So
the -2 speed to all everything, or just enemy model units? So it's everything actually you get these minus guys.
Yes.
We should probably not self-snipe that, but if we don't, you're getting in, so we
And that's within 14 inches of Irusk.
Yes. So not getting everything, but getting a lot of things.
This guy's gonna shoot that guy as well. 6 will miss.
so we're back up to 2 viewers.
2 viewers, so we got 1 viewer.
Don't
Ah.
jinx it.
Astro Me and Timigeddon.
Okay, so I actually have 2 viewers.
So I'm assuming Corey made that account while you were.
Yes, I think people are feeling bad for me who are at the table. And,
He put himself under the table and created a quick
Yep.
an
I do
account.
Widowmakers too.
I wonder if I could join my own through my phone and how confused that would be for people.
Clear out.
No, he's not.
Yeah, 4 guys.
Is it the same account? I'm assuming?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it would. I'm sure it would confuse it.
Cool.
For those who are interested, Hillary Clinton just won the, was it Massachusetts? No, what's MD? Maryland. The Maryland primary
Expected to.
for all our American friends.
Trump
Yeah, I
wins.
was going to say medical doctor. So
Yeah.
Someone you gotta watch out for.
I had the hand. I had to vote during the
These guys are all
what,
dead.
what do they call it?
primaries or something?
Yeah, no, it's the primaries, but
He charged.
the primary, despite normally voting in New York State, I had to vote through the non-resident Americans through the different organ.
Are you American?
I am half American. I have dual citizenship.
So does that mean you carry half a gun?
Yes,
Okay.
the good half.
Just without bullets, right? Just
The handle?
So bludgeon people. With that.
Yes. No. I do not know that, Fraser.
Yes. I have. My mother was American, or still is American.
Where was she born?
Upstate New York.
Gotcha.
I spent most of my summers in upstate New York, so my grandmother lived out in farm country, so I learned to drive a tractor at age 10,
Nice.
and I have an odd,
First kiss at 11.
yeah, an odd of, say attraction's the wrong word, 'cause that would be odd. I have an
After
odd,
my comment.
let's say, I'm just giving you all the stuff.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of John Deere tractors for a very long time.
I can't allocate.
Speaking
my
from no
tractors
experience,
to-
I can agree with that.
Yes.
That is a neat point.
Oh, we're up to
Is there anything
3.
else knocked out on that record?
Thank you for tuning in.
Oh yeah, his arms are toast too.
Nice.
He's just a hunk of flesh.
He's not gonna do much.
Feel free to comment
Still
in
in
the
our
chat if you have any questions for us.
He's also engaged.
Oh, now it's saying someone's left.
Which I'm hoping is not going to be.
We scared away one of the individuals. I guess I'm just a little bit too eager to welcome people to the game.
Don't tell them your tractor story.
Yeah. And John Deere will come in and sue me for using that name and trying to be funny and failing miserably.
Welcome to the club.
So Scotty's just in the tank a little here, doing some measuring.
Kill those guys.
Facebook 3.
So pre-measuring is in
Looks
part
like
3.
So
Yes,
11
I like it.
It's definitely not the end of the world.
The same, yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
this agitator's gonna go,
It's
and
one of those
he's gonna
things that just
spray.
it's gonna level the playing field for some
So Corey, this
people,
agitator's gonna go and
especially
spray
players who don't know
this guy
scenario
here.
measurements and stuff
Yep.
ahead of the game.
So I get
Something like that. So I think
1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
and
4,
in the
5.
end, you can always just not
I guess
measure.
against the guy
Yep.
in front
If you
here.
want to.
A little on the edge, just add the
Miss.
little bit of difficulty to the curve. It's just
This guy here.
In most situations,
That hits, kills.
you really know what you're doing ahead of time before measuring, anyways.
This guy
So
here.
it's really just kind of like an assurance that I'm absolutely positive I can charge this person.
exactly.
Here.
And we've seen through a number of the other tabletop games, this is the direction they're going. There's very few that actually don't allow you to pre-measure.
Even in this match so far, I don't think
Iris,
Iris
it's gonna be.
Corey or
spell.
Scotty has
Yeah, it's a star
thought
action.
about doing something dependent upon the measurements.
Sure.
At this point,
Depending on what
everyone's
goes
been
out from
waiting
here,
for
all this stuff
makers.
can get
The
renamed.
charging distance hasn't been an issue.
You miss here,
The
it hits
ability
you,
to
but
charge
not them,
those
so-
guys
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't think there's been a situation where measurement has been an issue.
No, I agree. I think what you're going to see is you may see a trend towards more range lists,
Yeah.
where you can be able to pre-measure it, but also the disadvantage of that is being on the clock. You're spending so much time trying to get precise measurement. You're just going to chew down your clock and not necessarily have the ability to get what you want done. So it won't help the slow players who are known to clock out,
Straight dice kills her.
present company included in
And
that
he
comment.
dies as well. Wow.
You're getting some lucky ass dice, Scotty.
So, yeah, Scotty seems to have bypassed his dice issue he was having for a while. So those OTC dice seem to be golden for him.
If I'm in the trench as well, do you still get covered? Shoot down trench. 5 and 7? No. Shoot. I'm a hill, I'm rat.
Scotty is still working.
Your super soldier?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm the 16.
Hoping the wrecker after I cycle.
Scotty in the tank now. Talking.
Just working through the logistics.
We should make sure we don't talk about rules 3.0 that aren't out yet, so he doesn't confuse himself.
Now, this would be a good case for the having taken a little bit of damage, having that free focus on him if it was playing the Mark 2.5 Yep.
It'd also be crippled, so its mind would be out, so it would lose all that focus again.
Spray your coffee.
Would he lose it if his mind's out? It wouldn't retain?
Same as yeah. I was gonna say same as a Cortex, but you guys don't play any War Machines, so you wouldn't know. So.
Spraying your Kovnik.
So he's spraying the Kovnik, Joe? Oh, sorry, Kovnik, Iron Flame Peg Kovnik.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, and then I don't think I get your guy in the back.
I guess you can see him.
I'm assuming you can just pick the guy in the middle anyways, right?
Yeah, I'd pick a guy in the middle.
Guy in the middle.
I'll
Do I get him is the real question.
You're going after the
So
Check to see
16
if he
here.
gets
Great spray
13
there, hitting
hits.
four.
Double
Yep.
snakes. Kills.
Paragon.
tough check.
I can't roll tough today.
So that's 2 guys kill. This guy here. Hits.
It's on his
Double
8.
snakes. Kills.
Tough check for Corey. Makes it tough. They're steady, so he
Steady
stays up.
against your Kovnik. Same death, right? Hits.
Kovnik hits.
Armor.
We are
15.
They saw off 3.
Three off.
Takes 2.
3 damage.
2. Okay.
Come hell or high water.
One.
Seeing if his Kovnik's taking any damage already.
No, he isn't.
He's
And
not, so
against
he's
this guy.
down to 3 boxes.
That's
Against the
14.
Markman,
Death 14, 6 and 7 is 13, so misses.
misses
And
the
against
Actually,
the
Brady
Markman.
told me when they came out.
and against the
And
Spriggan.
hits him.
I was like, the Hemet is
Armor 20.
So,
Dice off
Armor
8.
21.
Armor 21, so dice off 9.
Days off 9 against the Spriggan.
okay, so 8 attacks with dice off 3 is 4 points per 4 times 8 is 32.
So some higher math going on the other table.
Yeah, Mark crunching the numbers.
18 is dice off 1.
And then that's 6 attacks, which is 30. 6 is actually less than
I usually just play by feeling.
Yep.
If I feel like I can kill that guy, I do it. Or try,
Yeah, pretty
or
much
try
right.
to do it, yeah.
I just go see if I can throw something. That's been my go-to for the last few games, and I just enjoy it far too
This
much.
unit's
Yeah.
gonna go
If I can get up and throw something, I almost was able to throw something at Denny 1 in my last game too, until I realized I wasn't allowed to. Stupid rules getting in the way.
Or something, or
No, feet was up, so I wasn't allowed to do a special move, and throwing apparently is special. Not
Bear
there.
Victor.
counter,
Counterblast?
counter slam.
Alright, so
Scotty's lining up more of his guys.
hits.
hit.
You're on fire.
Spray
A little
him.
more sprays.
Dice off 3.
So catches 2 the pikeman.
You don't get this guy. That's the second guy.
Yeah, so I get the 1 guy.
Just gets the 1
Back arc.
on the back arc, so it gives him a death bonus.
So you're down to death 11.
Death
These are
11.
7, so 4 to
Dice
hit.
off 1 is 1 point.
Hits.
Hits on a 7.
Stone snakes.
To the
Kills him.
6.
No tough.
So
finally dies.
And that was the commander, so he's replacing, doing a field promotion.
That was the unit leader. Yeah.
5.
So that's 3 of 1,
Unit
2,
leader.
3,
I used the
4,
wrong term.
5, 1, 8. So 1 more.
They don't take command
Because
benefit.
that's how we roll. Just use the wrong terms and hope that everyone knows what
They're
we're talking about.
fearless.
Spray him.
I've never played this
Spray who?
before.
Here, Governor.
You know a lot about a game you've never played.
Yep.
From watching your stream.
So against
Oh, there we go.
Governor,
That's fun.
That's why
Hits
you're
him.
getting everything wrong.
Dice off 3.
6.
Kills him.
5 to the 3.
So you notice the graphics are a little bit better than the last
Yeah,
time
against
we
the
streamed.
Spriggan.
That was the Iron Ore
Hits.
Invitational.
Yes.
Where
that
default fonts are the way to go.
That's 21. The third guy, spray your winter
Third guy
guard.
is-
Your winter guard. This hits
Sorry?
him.
No,
back arc,
it was
so-
whatever
16
Robin's
16
equipment
actually
was.
was on the hill.
Yeah, the streaming team was able to do it, but they didn't have any of the templates set up like I had.
Alright.
Which I'm looking to improve. Actually, I'm looking at, I was going to do it for this game, but realized I didn't have time. We're using OBS, the open source or open broadcast software, which is super easy to use. But they've actually got a new version called Studio, which gives you a little bit more control. Where you can use swipes and go back and forth between different things. So, looking at making some changes and some improvements, including using a little table level camera. Using my phone to do that. So there's all these.
Yeah, you're trying to find multiple camera angles.
Yeah, I'm looking at potentially doing additional camera angles, having pop-ups or when feeds come on, flipping back to the commentators so they can see our ugly mugs while we're trying to be funny. Yeah.
Obviously you can't see right now, but I'm not actually right.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to just politely ignore it, but it's
4, your defense
7.
yeah.
That was it. There's no follow-up to that.
Yep,
No
that's
follow-up to
just
that.
letting it hang.
14. We got this. Nothing.
Next one, choo-choo train.
Okay.
Choo-choo train. Choo-choo train.
This
And now
hunter
here's
will
the awkward
go.
pause.
This guy will just sack him and
Hey,
stand
they're
up.
playing War Machine on this table. Let's talk about that.
And then they're all gonna swing.
Okay.
So
Swing here, needing a
New
lot.
It's at least
17.
9
8 hard
hits.
melee here.
I have no idea.
looks like it. He's rolling some dice.
11 hits.
That'll hit.
Weapon master on 9.
He just dies.
No, there's one that's POW 11.
So I managed to hit the assassin, just seeing within.
That guy is tough.
Tough.
They're tough.
Arcane bolts.
Oh, fails a tough.
Oh, okay.
So 3 full power. So based
And
off
doing a
9.
unit
Yep.
leader
This
swap
on
of
that
motion.
guy.
Couple more attacks here.
9
Range,
misses.
range full power.
This on
First
that
miss.
guy.
9 misses, so it looks like he's needing 10
Hits
to
with
hit
10.
with 10.
Power 9 Weapon Master.
Now
Kills him.
9 Weapon Master, check to see with his tough range. Tough!
He's knocked out.
But he is knocked out.
This onto that guy.
This is on here.
Yep.
Okay.
8 misses.
Misses with an 8.
This onto that guy. Miss snake.
Misses snakes. That's a real miss.
Hits with a 10.
Hits on a 10. And he's not tough.
So that's where the flavor text is
Because
coming.
you're 9.
You roll snake eyes and he drops.
Power
You
9 Weapon Master.
Yeah, even.
can't attack next turn.
That's it.
You can't knock down. He was. What's this though? He was knocked down?
Command
Oh,
check.
sorry.
He attacked his movement?
They're okay. So, Black Daughter.
That's right, he did help.
She is a stunning match.
He's killed 2 assassins this turn.
Oh, 15.
So I believe Scotty looking to try and clear that zone.
He is trying
Command
to.
6.
Yep.
Needs 9 to hit. First
Are
attack.
they fearless?
Nope, second attack.
If you kill 2 more, then he'll take a panic check.
He needs 2 for a panic check.
Standing
No,
3,
they
so
don't.
we're 19.
19 is dice off.
Potential to score one more point.
Yep, looking at me wondering if he's going to start spraying his own guys to see if he take out those 2.
I know it's the end.
Even better.
1 point.
Auto hitting POW 12s.
I'm talking out loud about tactics when I'm not supposed to. I got in trouble with that before.
That's okay.
Against Corey as well, so I should keep my mouth shut.
Strength, mat, def, arm.
I didn't know what was happening.
Right, back to
He should try and kill him. Is that what the tactic
Yes.
is?
The tactic is, let's see if we can kill him.
Okay, that's
My
an excellent idea.
flavor unit will go. I'm just gonna walk.
The slaver is going to...
Just enough anyway. Just walk.
So that's not a drudge, that's a slaver?
That's a drudge.
Oh, it's a drudge.
No.
That's right, Fjord.
Drudges.
Ours, yeah.
One drudge will
He's
swing.
just using different words to confuse the guys that don't know anything about it.
Yes, well, that's not that...
Everybody.
That's not that difficult.
Hits.
I guess.
Nat 5.
You're coming up with
16.
That's what boosting is.
Okay.
POW
Yes.
13.
17.
So it just kills him.
Tough.
Engine destruction.
Tough check.
Tough.
He toughs.
Knocked down.
No, speed, strength, and match.
Another critical tough roll.
Well, Scotty's just making up stats. Like,
I'm sure he's not.
Concussion pulse will do.
sure.
So a concussion
So
pulse.
4-inch AoE. So hits my agitator.
Hits his own
Hits this
agitator.
guy. Hits your Kayazi. Hits this
Now,
one.
having
this
dealt
one.
with concussions before, you gotta make sure you don't want to use any electronics
Yes.
and don't
so
focus
POW
too
12,
much.
POW 12.
Basically, turn your brain off for a couple days.
So,
Top neck will go.
yep.
Smash out daughter in the back.
So,
This guy.
tough.
She doesn't actually
He's
have
tough. And tough.
Die.
He's
No
not
tough.
Important one
And
died
then,
there.
so he gets RFP'd against my agitator.
No backer.
Dice off of their armor 13, so dice off 1, so 4 damage. That agitator takes 4.
So the agitator takes 4 from his own pulse.
Maybe I'm hallucinating.
Against the Nis, it auto kills, so tough.
Oh, kills the
Dies.
Nis.
Take it back. She has a backer.
And against the Drudge, it's dice off 3.
Dice off 3 on the drudge, so that's enough to kill him.
Amongst
Doesn't
the-
tough.
And fails his tough.
The commanders?
Yeah, it hits.
That is okay.
So what is giving the Nis tough?
Well, actually, you need
The
to kill.
Dominator.
You
Dominator.
still need to kill 2 because I missed this guy here.
It's surrounded.
Because there was 5, so you need to kill 2 still.
So how many did they start with?
You killed 3 so far this turn.
Can they
They started with
contest?
7.
Can they contest the zone if they're fleeing?
No.
No.
He does
They
not.
can
No
never,
weapons.
they do not contest if they're fleeing.
Scotty in the tank here.
Yep. Needs to force a command. What's the command on the assassins?
I believe it's 8 now.
Yeah, because they had the underboss is dead, so they go back to their base.
Oh, sorry.
They're asking what the command was.
I thought you were asking what the assault commandos. Underboss on the assault commandos would be broken. And mini feet and corporeal.
So spray. Doesn't matter, I hit all 4, I'll spray this guy.
So he's spraying.
Can't technically see him, so.
Spray.
Because this guy's spraying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't see through these 2 models.
Spray my own guy then.
So discussion on her.
So which guy?
If
So
I
this guy or this guy as your targets? Because you can't see these 2 guys. Because these guys are base to base.
So just trying to figure out what the target, spray target is.
The one guy.
You're 14.
Yeah.
With def
Four
14,
sevens.
so it needs a 7 to
If
hit.
hits, kills.
Hits on a 11.
It is not tough.
Not tough, so it just takes him right out.
This guy's sprayed that guy. Two cans.
So he's gonna spray through.
Yeah, so those two.
Is that enough for
Two.
command check?
So against my own
Yeah,
guy.
he should be.
15.
No, he needs one more.
7 and 5 is 12. That's still 13 if it's back.
How many are there left? There's only the one, two guys left,
Your own
isn't there?
guy. Looking for 7.
11 hits.
Miss.
Off one.
And spray Joe.
Okay.
And
Did you
spray
mean
through.
to face her towards the building?
He'll spray my.
I don't know which way those are faced. They're hard to tell.
Not really.
But spraying Joe.
I do have arcs on them.
I was gonna say.
Because I
line
don't
of
have a
the
tip
maze
that
are
marks
usually
the
the
front.
first
I just mark the side.
Oh, muffin!
Def with Joe.
Tabletop going on? Or trash?
Joe is def 12.
Def 12, so I hit him.
Temperament is getting a little afraid at this
14,
point.
so base off 2.
Damn it! I did the sub battery again.
With a 9.
Matt.
7 damage.
No, not 5.
So Joe is out of tough range, so Joe is gone. Uncle Joe always brought the nicest Christmas presents. Bottle of booze.
So
Yep.
6 is to hit.
But he drank it all.
Yep. He got angry.
Yep, hits.
And then 9 takes off 3. 1.
Okay. Second attack from him.
Yep. Takes off 4.
So Scotty back in the tank.
2 points.
Is Thexus activated yet this turn?
No, he has not
He's
activated.
sitting on a full stack of, he's a Fury, or sorry, Focus,
He's focusing.
Focus 8.
Yup.
That is, nasty. Kind of disappointed you didn't paint him like, well, it's the other one you're gonna paint like a Pokemon.
He has already painted it and he didn't paint it like a Pokemon.
You said you're on the 4 New Gamers podcast, which you're a co-host of,
1 point.
that you were gonna paint it like a Pokemon.
He's a filthy liar.
Not
Sure, I
Thexus.
paint him like a Pokemon. He's just a metal Pokemon.
Filthy,
No,
filthy
nobody.
liar.
Hey, you said paint him like a Pokemon. Nobody said which Pokemon.
Filthy liar.
I believe Scotty is reneging on his promise.
It was gonna be a Pokeball and now it's not.
Yeah, Pokeball, that's right. It's actually
It's
said
not even a
Pokeball.
Pokemon, a Pokeball.
Are we talking about his caster right now? I'm lost.
A caster that doesn't have it on the table either.
Oh, okay.
And you've probably never seen.
I think Gramps here is a little confused.
Yeah.
Gramps, says the old guy.
Fire shot in your
We have gray hair, doesn't mean I'm old.
Rock stars. Oh!
Being born in the early 70s, that means I'm old.
That's 0.
That's 0 on big.
Proxy
Also a
base.
deviation. If this is a
So
third
looking
less
for a proxy base.
Just want to get
One
him
of
out
those
of the way.
fine Ontario Team Championship bases.
3.
Just to check measurement to
Just checking,
your
yeah.
guy for TK,
I don't
which
think
is
so.
8.
On this line. No way.
I think it's just in. We still have a little bit of movement left, so basically I'm moving into TK range.
Okay, I think you gotta move a little bit closer,
Just
but you're.
basically go base. If I go base for objective, I should.
Can you still see through the
Yes,
objective?
there is a gap.
Okay.
He's def 12, right?
Yes, sir.
So 2 for TK.
So he's TKing the Spriggan.
6.
No, I need a 4.
Ooh,
You're 8.
Boxcars.
So hits
Fury
are
eight.
tough.
10 points, that's right, I think.
10 hits on 6 is 6.
So he's just forcing the Spriggan out of the zone.
And then I will spend for Psychosurgery. Heal the monstrosity.
He's healing the monstrosity. We're using Psychosurgery. Healing 4.
So it's fully
That was a
functional.
base of 5, 2, 2, 4. The minus 1 is it or something?
I don't know. Maybe it's D3 plus 1.
Max 7.
It's gaming math.
And then the wrecker
So you
is
said you
gonna
never
go.
played Dungeons and
Maybe
Dragons.
put the record back
I've
there.
played a couple times, but I really didn't
Just
enjoy
gonna go
it.
base.
Yeah?
I did play
Put it
Shadowrun
in there so I can see both of you.
That'd be interesting. I never actually,
Uh,
I never actually
13.
played anything much other than
Yeah.
Dungeons
Well,
and
you're
Dragons.
not going to kill him in
Yeah.
Shadowrun I enjoyed that
6.
scientific side to it.
Hits. Power 19.
And we had a really good GM who let me basically do every little bit of conspiracy stuff I wanted and
You have 5 bucks?
undermine and completely get all the good tech by screwing over my players without them knowing I screwed them over. So
So here,
Hits,
Scotty's using
kills.
monstrosity
full
to
car. I'm on
clear the
4
zone.
camp. Armor 16, 7.
So the Baird Fang Cobb. Oh, that's the other great bear.
Friendly zone dominate for 1
I'm
innocent.
assuming minus speed in this area.
I believe so.
Actually, yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, we only scored 1 point last turn for the same thing.
Doesn't
So
matter if they're dicks in their hands.
Oh, we were clocking a little bit there, but we're okay.
Over to you, and I get.
That's good putting that out there, Fraser.
Yep. Hey, that's what we do. It's all part of the fine service we offer here at Deathhead Dice /4NewGamers.
I'm gonna drop that.
No, Corey was making fun of my comment that was basically beyond
As
obvious.
soon as you say it, Scotty's hand goes to the clock to tap it over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 6 and
13 minutes and 54 seconds left on Scotty's clock. He is now up to 3 control points. Corey starting with 21 minutes left on his clock and a fair bit of work to do.
I haven't hurt your thing at all, have I?
And then charge.
No,
Right.
you have not touched it.
So I will give him hand.
So.
I will turn. Good side. Let's see you. Oh my god! The bad side. I can't even hit you.
Nope.
So the good side.
It is not good.
I know. That's why I have a token beside it, Scotty.
Yep.
Again, the mood's getting a little testy as the game goes
I
on.
never watched a game between Corey and I, like, really.
How many boxes does this guy have left?
He has 11 boxes left.
11 boxes left on the monstrosity.
And definitely with Thexus.
14-14. Old man stats.
With your focus?
With my focus,
14,
so I have 3, I am
14, 17?
17.
Okay.
They were just like hand of
Corey asking about the caster.
Yep, so he's with Camping 3, he's at armor 17.
Would have done differently.
It's an excellent tactic to
I'm
use.
gonna put 3
Yep.
on the
Trying
screen.
to do.
Yep.
Don't know if it made a big difference.
Calls into question where you place something. A little bit of psychological warfare. That is War Machine.
Activate the Irusk2. And he like has Battle Lust.
Battle Lust.
2. He's there like
The Iron Fan Pikeman?
yes.
Fang, sorry. Iron Fan.
Iron Fan. Yes, they're
big fans.
good upper body strength because they're fanning themselves with a
Yeah.
piece of iron.
This guy's gonna go. They don't have retrade. They're gonna issue a run charge order.
Run charge order for the. Yep.
So he's gonna go there charging monstrosity.
So Iron Fang Pikeman's charging the monstrosity.
This one is gonna go here charging the monstrosity.
Oh, the no free strikes, or is it?
Oh, sorry, yeah, this guy wasn't in engaged, was he, or was he engaged? I don't remember.
I think he was, they were big
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, I think he had that.
yeah.
So that 5 kills him.
Sure.
Sorry.
No, not necessarily.
He gets knocked down. Oh no, he doesn't knock down because he's not. Oh, because the Iron Fang Kopnik is gone. Okay.
Which is which?
An agitator?
I think that could be considered Rob and I at
Yeah,
times.
yeah, I was going to say. I can answer that one.
Charge there, I guess. No, charging that guy. And he's gonna charge.
So just sort of reassessing the who can move
Okay, so
without taking free strike.
uniform. I had
Hits.
Armor is 17.
Arm 17.
13.
So dice off 4.
So 9 damage.
9 damage.
Wherever. I don't know where. He's in the brain. This guy needing a 3 to hit. He
get to pick
hits,
the
you're
call?
knocked down.
So yeah, he has anatomic precision. So he's allowed
Who's that
to.
granted by?
I have precision attack.
Oh, precision attack. Sorry.
That's granted by the UA. Black Dragon.
Okay, thank you.
4.
Yeah, it's not very often you see people take. You take the Iron Fang Pikeman with as Iron Fang Pikeman. It's almost always as the Black Dragon,
Attacking.
because currently their UA just gives you so much better better bonuses.
Needing an 8.
But again, Mark III may see the return of the Iron Fine Pikeman.
He didn't get a charge, so.
So
Precision
take,
strike, that's actually quite effective. It's against Warjack or Warbeast.
Yep.
You don't see that very often.
yeah, it calls it across both games. That was another interesting thing that they finally acknowledged, that War Machine and Hordes are both basically the same game,
Yeah.
and that but the rules, when you buy the big rule book, is going to have just the stuff from the one side. But I believe the rules are going to have, no matter whether you buy the Prime or Primal, you'll get the War Machine or the Warjacks and the War Beast rules in that
Yeah,
book.
I'd hope so. That's it's always been kind of a issue for me, is learning my own rules and then remembering there's somewhat slightly different set of rules.
Correct.
And I imagine they're trying to bring them together now.
And I can understand why they maybe market the game as two different pieces, but when they have the same core rule set,
Yeah.
having it as two different, calling it two different when there's only minor differences.
Yeah, to them it only makes sense to have, one set of rule books to update. It just makes more sense for them
Agreed.
to maintain one set of rules, really.
Yeah, the other nice thing I like is the fact that the new battle boxes, one, have gone down in price retail. They went down from $49.95 US to $39.95. But now they also include a lot of other things to get new players in the game. Also, they include the mini rulebook, which is previous was only available in the 2-player starter box or the all-in-one boxes that were over $100. So it's a great way to get the rules right away.
Yeah, great deal. Yeah.
And a great way to encourage new players, which I think is what the Mark III is looking at doing.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's a big moment here. I believe Corey's setting up to charge.
So the base that's left there, is that a rec marker from the monstrosity? Oh, he's putting the proxy base down to where he's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just checking his charge lane, make sure he can do that, and where he's going to.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't running over each guy, which is not allowed.
Yeah.
That's where I want to be, essentially. So he's speed 7 plus 3.
So speed 7 plus 3.
Speed 4 plus 3, so 7.
With 2-inch reach?
With 2 inch reach.
Yeah.
You probably want to check.
Yeah. Just check and make sure he's where he's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Up the lance just came off, so he's disqualified. Oh, okay, it's magnetized. You're lucky.
One for the charge. He is mat 6 with plus 2 for the charge.
So mat 6 going against defense, I believe it was 14 and 17 armor.
So he needs 6s because of plus 2 for the brings him up basically to a mat 8 with the on the charge because of the plus 2.
I really want to hit, so I have to hit. So they're going to boost it.
He is going to boost it.
Needing 6s to hit.
And it hits.
15.
Dice plus 1 on this attack.
Plus 1.
And that would be a 9.
9 damage.
9 damage. Yep.
Leaving him on
3 boxes.
3 boxes left.
I will smack that with my shield, which I hit, and it's 16.
So he's hitting the objective with his shield. So because it's a fuel cache, it will set him on fire. This Jack is on fire.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was going to say the shield.
Yeah, he's using his shield because he can do his melee attack because it's within half inch. So the Jack is on fire.
Yeah. Taking fire damage from the objective.
He's buying attack on Thexus. Needs a needing 8 this time. So the plus 2 is only on the charge. Okay. Needing a hard 8 on this one.
Hard 8.
And gets it. Dice plus 1. Dice plus 1, 8. That does it. Assassination run with the Jack. And we'll take out Thexus. Okay,
My
so
problem was if I could have killed that 1-2 Chaos. If they hadn't toughed and I controlled that and was dominating, then you really had to split.
Yeah.
So guys, walk us through what your plan was and how it worked out for you, Scotty. We'll start with you. How did you? What was your goal in this game?
Like, how was your original setup and what were you
I
looking
was
at?
playing to the scenario, just because I have a lot of sprays that, especially with my feet, I can line them up for the sprays, and as we saw, I took them out, and I was really trying to play to the scenario.
Okay.
My big mistake was I should have sat back here again. I came into the zone when I knew my wrecker could clear out the two guys, and then I could arc through them. I really just made that mistake there. But
Yeah, moving Thexus up there was.
if I could have got Thexus over here, I would have, but I didn't have enough movement, and I really needed to TK out to dominate for one. But yeah, that was just me trying to play the scenario a little too aggressively.
Okay. And Corey, what was your plan on this one?
Not die.
Okay.
Having never played this caster very much, it was interesting.
Yeah, if I had killed those two Kayazi, it would have, on my turn, it would have been a very different game.
Yeah.
The fact that they both tough was just.
Also the turn.
I mean, you would have gotten.
I would have scored 2 and I'd be at 4, and his only option was to contest both zones or kill me.
Okay.
At that point.
Which I killed you.
Yeah, he would, but even if you took out the assassins, he still had the run where you were. But if you had taken all those assassins, would you have kept?
If I had taken out the assassins, I'd have kept Texas back here.
Okay.
Because then he's forced to either go into this zone or spread out and go that way, and I still have enough on this side to take everything out.
Swing back. So, star of your game, Corey? Who do you think was the
Spring him in the face!
Yeah.
What? He wasn't the MVP? Come on. Fire for effect, he kills a model every time, like a key model every time. So good. I would have just shot monstrosities with him.
I would have shoot monstrosity.
I would have been like, dice off 5, weapon master.
Mark, what's the first thing you taught me about playing scenario?
Don't be a piece of shit.
Don't do this.
And don't be that aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh, we finally had Latino correspondent Roberto Mega.
Yes, we did.
On the
Second time, he was
stream.
on last week as well.
Oh, nice. I
Where
love
were
that.
you, Bubba?
I love that.
So now, of course, now that the
Corey,
game's
I think
over,
that was
people are
better
now
than our
joining the
game
stream.
last week.
Oh, of
We're up
course.
to 4.
Well, it went longer.
Yes, I'm sorry I couldn't.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Corey
I have
wasn't
no
happy
data.
last week.
I couldn't send it to the masses.
Alright, gentlemen, I gotta get back to the ball and chain. So, it's been a pleasure.
Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you for the game.
Yeah, good one, buddy.
Time is it? 'Cause I still gotta go shop.
Well, thank you everyone for watching. This has been HomeMachine at the Roberto Mega Coliseum.
Who was the witch in that case?
And we will thank you for watching. Remember, subscribe, click like, subscribe on YouTube, click the little heart button,
Send money to Battle for Breath.
and make sure you check out Battle for
Coolest Light
Breath.
Store.
And
Bubba's pockets.
if you want to win Wrath Rock or some of the other fantastic prizing. And thanks for watching, and we'll tune in next week. Bye, everyone.